All right, welcome back to another episode of Bears Film Room presented by Sports Mockery. My name is Dave, cover the Bears for SM, joined by my good friend, co-host Ficky, also writes and covers the team for Sports Mockery. And then we have our good friend, producer Jack back on the sticks. Boys, a really fun episode today. It's one of the tougher times NFL season, cuts and everything like that. There's people that are obviously not going to be on the Bears, but any roster, and it might be the last time they step on the football field. So it's always it's bittersweet because football's starting, but at the same time, there's just a lot of, a little bit of a sadness in regards to the league. And the Bears have already started. They've done some of the easier cuts, but there's still a couple other ones that are going to be coming down the pipeline that might be a shock. And we're going to go through the 53-man roster. Fick, you had a great article on Sports Mockery that really we're going to go over and go more in depth with. But another thing I want to touch on is we have a couple articles from Eric Lambert at Sports Mockery, our lead Bears writer, and two of them are really good. One is about a trade candidate that actually broke today, I believe it was, in regards to an offensive lineman that they're kind of shopping. And of course, we have an insider that believes the Chicago Bears have some more roster changes planned that are coming up between now and the 4-day weekend. So before we hop in, like we always do, Fick, I'm gonna start with you. How you doing? How you feeling?
Feeling good. I think you nailed it perfectly. Like, this is a bittersweet moment because, like, again, these are humans, and this might be the last time some of them ever touch a football field. So, like, I know it kind of gets thrown under the bridge, like, oh, yeah, these guys are no longer on the team, whatever. But it's like, if you're in their shoes, you just kind of lost, maybe your career. So you got to kind of keep that in perspective when we're talking about these guys. But when it comes to me, I'm doing well. Football's right around the corner. What, less than 2 weeks now? Actually 2 weeks exactly from today. Bears play Vikings Monday night. So, I mean, every day we're just getting closer and closer, and that's making me so happy. And when's the first game? Thursday kickoff, right? Not this Thursday, but next Thursday?
Yeah.
So we're so we're even less than 14 days away from even just football. So, and college football starts, well, it technically started last weekend, but like some real big games from the Power 5 teams start this weekend. So I say football's back. I'm hyped.
Well, we have Ohio State versus Texas Saturday. Is that right?
Banger. Yes, it is.
Dude, because I was bummed. I was like, man, we got to go 2 weeks without Bears football. But thankfully, we do get a really awesome college football week 1 slate. So that will be really interesting.
Wait, you're not hyped up for Indiana versus Old Dominion?
No. IU probably win that, though, right?
They will. They better. Shit.
Yeah. Anyways, we have Jack as well. I'm glad you're doing well, Ficky. But Jack is back, and it's been a little bit. Jack, how are you doing? How you feeling, man?
Doing great. Bear down, always. Football in 10 days, Fick. No reason to be too hard. It's 10 days. 10 days, we got, I think it's Cowboys-Eagles Thursday night. So, yeah, I mean, I'm excited.
Cowboys-Eagles.
Week 1's always weird to me, like the lead up, because it doesn't feel like football yet. And usually around like week 2 or 3 is when it starts, like, like hits you. But, yeah, I mean, I'm doing well, excited for football and to watch Florida State win 3 games in college football. Really looking forward to it.
Are you a Florida State fan?
Big.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, at least what's his name's gone? DJ, right? So
yeah, to think that he wore an NFL uniform for a longer or more than 1 second is crazy to me.
Yeah,
I truly, to God, hand to God, believe if I walked
DJ,
on
the quarterback last year, he was awful.
The worst player.
He got drafted, which was wild. I can't ever say his last name, but yeah,
I'm not a big like college football guy. Like, I don't have a team per se, but I like the players. I like it's like the NBA for me. Where
I thought you were close to Oklahoma, not like location.
I don't like. I mean, like,
oh
no, like a lot of my friends love OU, and a lot of my friends love Texas. I got Ohio State people, so it's like for me, I've never felt like I have to have a team. I liked when Baker was there. OU, Jameis Winston wasn't he Florida State?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jameis was.
Yep.
Caleb was OU. Before he went
for a little bit, then he went. I loved Ohio State when it had Justin too. That's why I was so excited for him to come to Chicago. But, anyways, college football is back. But we're gonna get to a couple more things. I'm doing well. Don't have too much to say. However, I do want to say that you guys have been like, as far as like Bears Film Room YouTube, we're almost at 10,000 subscribers, which is unreal. We're over 9K now, and now we're like getting closer and closer to 10K. So I thought that was like a long shot before, we're probably going to make it before the end of the season. Now I'm like, man, you guys have been killing it, really helping get the content out there. So we appreciate it. But let's hop right in. First order of business. is in regards to basically the preseason. The preseason is over, and we had Brad Biggs of the Chicago Tribune basically said that there's a possibility in regards to Poles, Bears GM Ryan Poles, and the history that he has in regards to possibly making a deal or two after cuts. So tomorrow at 3:00 Tuesday, they have to get to 53. What I guess Brad Biggs has reported is that he doesn't believe the 53 that they cut down to tomorrow is going to be the same one that goes into the long weekend. Is it Memorial Day?
Yeah,
that's not right.
No, Labor Day.
Right? Labor Day. So let me read it here. This is from the Chicago Tribune. It goes, Poles' history, even with a new coaching staff in place, can be informative the longer he's in charge because you get a basic idea of the number of players the team likes to keep at each position. Different factors, health being the biggest one, can influence decisions each year. And a 53-man roster is never set. It's always fluid. And then he went on to say, I would bet top dollar the roster Tuesday afternoon after the wave of moves is announced will be different from the one the team has Thursday when it heads into a 4-day weekend. So obviously the trade market is interesting. Trey Hendrickson signed his contract, or I guess it was a revised contract. What was it? Something like that. Anyways, he got a pay raise essentially for this year.
Basically.
He's making $30 million this year for 1 year. I don't know why he signed that. I still think I would have preferred to get longevity, and cash, right?
Surprised they didn't just franchise tag him, which was the interesting. If all of that was going to come to that, why didn't
they franchise? Was he a free agent?
They could have franchise. Yeah, because this is Oh no, you're right. You're right, because he's free agent next year. Yeah.
I was say if they would have. I'm like, they probably would have just done it.
You're right. He'll be a UFDA next offseason.
But either way, for him to take that deal was interesting. But he's off the market. So Micah Parsons is still there. Other teams are still going to have to assess their own situations. Depth at cornerback with all the injuries that have struck. It's just there's a lot. So trades usually happen within 2 or 3 days. Before the cut deadline. But like Brad Biggs said, it could be coming after they make that 53. I guess they could be at 52, depending if there is a deal in place. So I found that interesting because Ryan Poles has a track record. He does make moves. And I think he made one, last year they signed, who was that one?
Taylor? Darrell Taylor? Yeah.
Darrell Taylor that had the in Tennessee. I think he had that strip sack no, it was, wasn't Tennessee, was it? It was
another game where he made a big play. It's the only reason we won near the end of the game. I know what you're talking about, though.
Matthew Stafford?
Rams. Was it Rams? Yeah.
Yep. So
that last drive.
He made some moves last year. So get another corner. Nashawn Wright. Is it Nashawn? Nashawn Wright?
Nashawn Wright. Mm-hmm.
I want to say this real quick. I know we're getting off topic, but because we're going to get to the 53-man roster. But since that was just brought up the comment, I don't know what your guys' thoughts on him. This preseason was horrendous in my
opinion. Yeah, he had a pretty good training camp, and his preseason games were doo-doo.
Polar opposite.
Complete. Not great. I think, I mean, not to tease, but I think he'll make the 53, but it was not a good performance for our man, Nashawn Wright. So hopefully he can bounce back. Okay. He's the prototypical body size, though, for Dennis Allen. He loves those big, lanky corners.
My question for you, Ficky and Jack, is not if he makes a trade, but is he making are you betting the over, 1 or 2 trades? Is he making 2 trades between now and Friday?
He's making at least 1.
Jack?
I think he makes 1.
I think I don't know. I hope he does, but at the same time, every time I think he will, we don't.
Also, I don't think the trade's gonna be big, right? I think it's some solid depth piece. Right? Yeah. I don't think it's going to be a trade where we're it's obviously not going to be a Micah trade, and it's probably going to be something of a second string or third string type of person, particularly offensive line or defensive line is probably what I'm seeing. Because I think the running back they won't have to make a trade for; they can pick up some people off waivers. Mm-hmm. But we'll have to wait and see. It'll be interesting. There's going to be moves to be made, and actually, our friend of the show, Rashab DWC. The Windy City Productions, he had a tweet, which was funny. He was like, don't get too hyped about a certain player making the 53-man because within 48 hours, they might be gone because he quote tweeted one of his old tweets when Terrell Smith, I think it was a defensive end back in the day, made the 53-man roster, and then literally within 24 hours got cut because they made a trade for someone else. So I think that just goes to your point, Dave, that the 53-man roster, just because they all announce it what it is, and we hear about all the cuts, releases, people that didn't pick up, there's still moves to be made. So a lot of those fringe guys, yeah, sure, they made that final, 53, but there's still a week until football actually starts, and they can be off the roster by just one addition of a move. So I wouldn't hold, it's almost like, obviously your solid pieces, like your first strings and second strings, you can kind of feel comfortable about, but anything after that, it's a crapshoot.
I'm just curious if it's going to be, I don't think we're going to see, if I had to guess, I don't think there's going to be like a blockbuster trade in regards to okay, they're bringing in Micah or something like that. I think there's going to be similar to Darrell Taylor, where it's oh, I like that production. And he ended up making a couple plays last year that won us the Rams game. And I think he had another good game where he had 2 sacks, but I think it was very limited production after that. It was very inconsistent. But I want to get to another topic here that was a little bit crazy when I first saw it. But Jeremy Fowler, ESPN, said with the logjam at offensive line, the Bears are exploring trade options for guard Jordan McFadden. Per source, McFadden played 124 snaps this preseason in 2 games, and he held up well. Let's see here. And then Eric went on the right. So basically, normally trades at this time of the year come in one of 2 varieties. Either the team sends the player elsewhere for a late round pick, or it is a straight player swap. In other words, the Chicago Bears could bring in help at a position of greater need. Much depends on how many teams are interested. There has to be at least one out there who needs help on the interior. Given up, even a 7th round pick is hardly a steep asking price. But it'll be interesting to see if they are able to maybe land another player, whether it's at cornerback. I don't think running back. I know that's a need as well.
I feel like they can just pick someone off waivers, especially there's always every year there's running backs that are released that you aren't expecting to release. I think Audric Estime just got released, who was a rookie last year. I think I tweeted about him, 4.1 yards per carry, bowling ball type of running back, originally out of Clemson. I mean, they could literally pick him up. You know what I mean? There's no reason to trade, especially for how the running back market is. It's almost oversaturated, and people don't hold too many value to it. Now, for the linemen, I would expect we'll see it'll probably be a 6th round pick or 7th round. Let's be real. Jordan McFadden was a 3rd stringer. I think when you look at the official Bears depth chart, limited reps, you're not getting much for this. That's going to be a 6th or a 7th rounder, which is a typical trade for someone of that value.
So I'm taking, am I muted? No. Okay. No, so I'm taking a look at the offensive line snaps here. Jordan McFadden. I guess filtering on PFF here would make sense. So he played Jordan McFadden, the most snaps in preseason for the offensive line by almost about 35 snaps. It's a lot. Next closest was Luke Newman at 148. Jordan McFadden had 179. So the fact that the Bears are reportedly looking to trade him is interesting. He also had, I think, he had the highest PFF grade on the offensive line at 79.9. Then it was Ryan Bates at 79.8, Theo Benedict at 79.5, and then Jonah Jackson at 77.7. But it's so hard. He gave up no sacks.
Yeah, but it's so hard against preseason, right? Because it's you have to take in context. Yeah. So, I mean, he did well against who he's going against, but look, he can probably be a nice solid depth piece, a 2nd stringer on maybe 15 other NFL squads. But the Bears did a pretty good job this offseason of revamping their interior offensive line. And so this is a good problem to have where it's, hey, we don't need this many interior offensive linemen right now. It's not the weakness of the line. If it was a left tackle, they're getting rid of him. I'd be oh, wait a minute. Hey, let's pause.
How ironic is that our interior offensive line is this good that a guy like Jordan McFadden, which I'm not even sure. Let me get his stuff here. He was drafted in 2023, 5th round pick, came out of Clemson. He was drafted by the Chargers, 6'2", 303 pounds. He ran a 4.9. That's kind of crazy. Well, actually, I don't know. That feels fast.
Nowadays. It is fast. But linemen nowadays, they're freaking fast.
He's 25 years old. He's bounced around the league, Miami, Buffalo, Kansas City. So, I'm sorry, Chicago and the Chargers. I was looking at the games. So, I mean, it is interesting. I think it's just the fact that we've come this far in regards to our interior offensive line, where normally we'd be like, hey, this guy could maybe be a, good depth piece.
Starting
and now
center
they're
at
looking
that
to
point.
shop him.
Yeah.
But that also, I guess, goes to show you in regards to the Bears' health, because I am concerned a little bit about some of these positions, cornerback being one. Honestly, edge rusher, nobody wants to talk about it, but I'm a little concerned after what I saw.
We'll
and
see.
I know it's the preseason.
I know
it's the preseason, and maybe they're taking some days off, but Dennis Allen doesn't seem like the guy to be like, okay, I'll allow that, right? If they're going to suit up, you'd expect. Anyways, that's another. We'll get to the 53 in a little bit. So
we'll see. Here's
yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, there's a comment here, if you don't mind bringing it up, Jack, with Dan Skipper. So this is an interesting one, right? So Dan Skipper of the Lions, left tackle, I think he was second string or third string. He just got released.
And he has history with Ben Johnson.
I know, and that is good. That is good. But anytime offensive linemen get released, like, we know how hard it is to find good offensive linemen. Like, it is very hard in the NFL. It's a scarcity. So when he gets released,
Skipper?
Skipper, Dan Skipper. I'm kind of like, there's a reason behind that. There's no way a team like the Lions, who are in championship mode, are just releasing a good player. That doesn't make any sense, Now, I'm not saying we shouldn't take a flyer on him, right? We could bring him in and do whatever, but I just want people to kind of bring in that context where it's like, hey, he's not there for a reason. So, and I know our left tackle position isn't great, so we'll take anything at this point, but I don't want us to get hopes of that, like, Dan Skipper is going to be the next star or starting left tackle.
I'm looking at his stats right now, because I thought when I saw that, I was like, oh, that's interesting. But then it was like, yeah, what you just said, Ficky, was like, well, if they're letting him go, it's like Tevin Jenkins, right? Well, actually, it's not. It's completely different. But if you're letting someone go, there's probably a reason. Jenkins was because of injury, and I think Skipper's had some injury concerns as well.
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
Except for last year, he was relatively healthy. He gave a sack, 7 hurries, 12 total pressures in 2024 with the Lions, 1 penalty, but he played 249 snaps at left tackle.
The other thing about him, though, is like, it was this the one play that like caught national media attention, and then now Dan Skipper became, like, using this loosely, but like a household name, where like people knew who he was, because you don't know too many second string offensive linemen on other teams.
Yeah.
But like the only,
it also looks like Kyle Long.
Exactly, Kyle Long, front of the show.
Yeah, so that's, I mean, look, I'm just telling people to pause the brakes a little bit. I don't think that's the savior at left tackle. Now, if we have injuries or something that comes up, right, then bring them in.
Depth piece, though. I honestly wouldn't even mind if.
Well, we'll get to it. We'll get to it on the 53. It depends. I mean, we've got a lot of offensive linemen bringing in. I don't know.
I think Rudy's got it right there. I think the fit with Ben Johnson, or at least the familiarity, pretty interesting. He's also only 30 years old, 6'9".
Oh, they're giants, bro. Them tackles are ginormous. Yeah, Braxton Jones is the only smaller version. Sorry, before we let it go, I know Jack already brought it up, but I just want to make sure we read it. $5 super chat from Tito. Much love, Tito. As always, OG of the show. If the Bears don't trade for a pass rusher, they're screwed. Sweat and Dio are ass. Booker needs to be him. Remember, dudes, temper expectations, because yikes. Okay. Sweat's not ass. Dio, we don't know. Could he be? He easily could be. I think Dave already thinks he is, but he easily could be. We definitely need help on that defensive line, though. Of course, I will say this, though. We don't know, just like with the offense and the defense in preseason, it's vanilla play calling. And Dennis Allen loves exotic stunts, blitzes. So I think that he's going to help out his defensive line, right? And not just be like how, like the stereotypical defense for Eberflus was that Tampa 2, rush 4. You're not blitzing a lot. And that doesn't work when your 4 defensive linemen aren't good enough to just rush 4, right? Quarterback is all time in the world. Dennis Allen's the opposite. Dennis Allen had top 10 defenses with defensive lines that maybe had 1 star on it, if that, especially with the Saints. So if he can do that over there, I'm feeling like he might be able to not let the weaknesses show of the defensive line as much, but he's not going to show that in preseason. Just like Ben Johnson isn't going to show his best plays in preseason. So that's what I'm saying. We might have to there's still a lot in the air with Dio, so you're not wrong if you're scared of what's going to happen. Because I'm like, hey, I have no idea.
Well,
I don't know if preseason is going to be a good test.
Yeah, for Dio, Odebayo, I can't even say
Odengbo.
I was even working on it for that TikTok, and I still think I said it wrong, like in the comments. Anyways, I posted clip on Twitter and then also TikTok. Check it out. But it was about Dio, and people. I mean, some people were really upset because like he hasn't played a regular season snap, and I get that. But it's like everything before that, like at camp, and there's times where I'm like, wait, who do we sign? Like, do you remember what we
haven't heard? We haven't heard.
Almost $48 million, or it was $48 million, I believe, and he just is not doing anything. And it's a little, I'm just starting to get a bit concerned. And people are like, hey, if he doesn't play well in week 4, if it's like week 4, 5, and 6, and we're still having these conversations, then it's time to worry. But I'm like, I don't know. I think you should probably feel a little bit better going into week 1 than I feel right now. And that's why my biggest complaint. I was like, this guy is almost seems slow, like super, super slow when I was watching his snaps on the all 22. And I'm like, the entire defense kind of looks slow too against Kansas City. So did they mail it in a little bit, trying to stay healthy? Maybe, I hope so. But that defensive line, we've talked about it since the draft of last year, where like we might need to, this is an emphasis, especially opposite Montez Sweat. And even Sweat gives me a little bit of concerns because I'm like,
well, see, I think differently because I watched it. He was only in one drive, and he had
there was holding,
pressure. Yeah, he had a pressure and a half. So if Sweat's healthy, Sweat's going to be at least decent, right? I'm not concerned about that. Dio, we have no idea about.
Yeah,
and Grady Jarrett, will be solid, but is he going to be like?
And Grady Jarrett, another comment that was I was seeing a lot was Grady wasn't out there. I get that.
He wasn't.
So that's fair. But
that's the problem with preseason. It's so hard. There's too many variables that you're like, is this what it's going to look like? Because you know with the NFL, like one player's skill doesn't determine output of something. It's a team sport.
Back up real quick, or Jack. Big Billings, where is this coming from? I've seen this on Twitter. And now I'm seeing it here.
There was
is this a joke?
No, it was what's his name? Dan. The beat reporter, Dan, who works for The Athletic now from Chicago Tribune, he had mentioned the name Big Bill in his tweet about like potential cuts. But he didn't clarify if Big Bill is Andrew Billings, which I think would be a shock to everyone. He just got an extension too. Now there's a new defensive coordinator, so who knows, right? Or he's talking about Bill Murray, the offensive lineman.
Oh man, that's
I hear Big Bill, and I'm thinking Andrew Billings. But Andrew Billings being cut would be interesting.
Yeah, he's the motor. I mean, I was watching his snaps too. He's getting double teamed. He's awesome. He's awesome. So I agree with Rudy, though. I am a little nervous with Sweat, but at the same time, like you said, I'm going to give it some time. That's all we can do here.
Just give it a couple weeks.
Yeah, a couple weeks, and then we can sound the alarms if we need to. Hopefully, we don't.
Thank you. It's Dan Wiederer. I'm on YouTube. Thank you. I couldn't remember his last name.
Yeah.
Dan Wiederer's tweet.
I would be very shocked. I would be pissed off actually if Billings was traded or not traded. Well, both traded or cut, because I think he's such an important piece right now because they don't have really anything who can help. Who can step in?
Well, think about it, Jack. Would it make sense where Big Bill gets cut after signing an extension this offseason? And we saw with his defense, run defense, right? Because that's what he's in there for. Look like when he was omitted from, when he wasn't on the field due to injuries. I mean, they went from a top 15 rush defense, sometimes top 10, to bottom 5, right? So I don't know how. I get Dennis Allen might come in and say, hey, this doesn't fit my scheme, but you just gave him an extension. So even from a money standpoint, like if I'm Ryan Poles, that doesn't make any sense. I'd be like, Dennis Allen, you're going to have to just deal with this because I just paid the man, right? I don't know.
So that's why it never freaked me out. If it meant Bill Murray, I don't know. It was kind of cryptic in a way, and it's strange to me that he would do that in the first place. But yeah, like you said, it makes no sense. Trade, it could happen. Obviously, I can't imagine he's worth Micah Parsons-esque today.
Probably not.
But don't look at me like that. But release just makes no sense to me. So it's illogical.
Did you?
He said it wouldn't.
Did you say Andrew? Yeah, I know. But did you say Andrew Billings wouldn't get the same trade package as Micah Parsons?
I don't think today he would. Could it be?
That's 100% true.
Could be. I don't know.
Well, no, to be fair, though,
don't know.
Micah Parsons is one person. Big Bill might be two. So the value you're getting.
Double, 2x.
Yeah.
You're getting 2 Micah Parsons. Think about this.
Oh, that's funny,
yeah.
Jack.
I don't know.
God, that's funny.
You're probably
okay.
Jack's not wrong. You're probably right. He's probably not going for Micah Parsons. So.
Probably not going for Micah Parsons money or value. With that, let's take our first break here, and we'll get right back.
First off, thank you for watching the BFR podcast, the number one show for the fans by the fans. If this is your first time here, please like and subscribe, as it just helps our show grow and helps the algorithm get this show out to other awesome, amazing Bear fans like y'all as we're trying to grow this community. If this is your first time, also leave a hashtag New Face Gang in the chat. That's hashtag New Face Gang in the chat, and we'll give you a shout out before the end of the show. And if this is not your first time, this is your second time, you've watched over 100 episodes or anything in between, then you are a true OG, and we want to show you some love as well. So please leave a hashtag OG in the chat, and we'll make sure to give you a shout out before the end of the show. Thank y'all for all the support for the number one show for the fans by the fans, the BFR podcast. Now let's get back to the show.
Good stuff. Yeah, the support's been unreal. I want to go ahead and transition to kind of our 53-man, I guess, roster predictions. We're going to go off Ficky again. You can check out this article on sportsmockery.com. Ficky went ahead and posted it. This was today, right? I think you put it out. Yeah. So this morning, you can check it out on sportsmockery.com. And I'm going to pull it up here if I can find Ficky's article. And we're going to kind of let Ficky walk through it. I want to argue a few of these things. I do. Yes, I'm excited about it. Honestly, yeah, I'm excited. At the same time, I do feel for these guys. Yeah, because this is like their
livelihood.
Jobs. Yeah, their dreams too. So you do feel for them.
Because we would never really know what it's like behind the scenes. And then Hard Knocks, for me at least.
Oh, for sure.
The way I viewed it, for sure.
Bro, when you have like Ryan Poles crying, letting go of what's his name last year, the defensive back. You know what I mean? Like that brings in the you know what I'm talking about, right? The scene from last year.
I know who you're talking about. I'll never know the name.
Yeah, I can't remember the name. The Ryan Poles, remember when you like shed a tear for letting the guy go who didn't wear shoes and
he rode a bike once.
Yeah.
Too.
Oh, the corner or safety?
He was a safety. He was like a DB, right? But yeah, you'd think he was a safety. But that shows you anyways. The point is
Adrian Colbert.
That is exactly it.
Hey,
you know,
what a poll, huh?
You know, ball.
Good. That was good. Yep. So yeah, it just shows you though, like the humanity side behind it all. These guys are literally fighting to.
I can't tell if this is. Are you guys there? Can you see me?
Yeah, we can see you.
Okay, I think my internet's being rough.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
it sounded like robots.
Yeah. Good thing it's preseason then.
It's true. Anyways, was it Adrian Colbert?
Yeah, it was. You're right.
Yeah. I agree, Stark. That was a really cool story. That was a tough one, but he took it so that was tough.
That one sucked. Yeah, that was not good.
Okay. Anyways, speaking of tough, Ficky right here. Let's pull it up. Can we share the screen here? I'm going to pull up the article.
Yeah, pulled up on
sportsmarket.com. Again, all your sports news, check them out there. And the show, of course, is presented by Sports Mockery. Come on. We got to be quicker than this.
No, I'm waiting for your screen.
Oh, see, my thing's so.
We need you.
Yeah, who is this guy?
We need something to see here.
God.
All right. Hey, guys, I'm telling you, my thing is so delayed.
Okay, love it.
There we go. All right. Sorry about that.
No, it's all good.
Okay.
It's funny.
Right here, we have the Chicago Bears 2025 Final 53 roster predictions. I want you guys, first of all, if you're here on YouTube, I think we have over 100 people. Go ahead and I just saw Phil's comment. Go ahead and put your predictions as far as who you think is going to be cut. That would be surprising. We'll go ahead and air some of those on the screen. We're going to go through what Ficky kind of put here. Oh, a little too.
I was say that was not
zoomed in.
That's me.
Offense, we have 25 total players. Quarterbacks right here. Jack, feel free to argue any of this. Ficky has them keeping 3.
Caleb, Tyson, and Case. I think that's kind of locked in.
Yep.
Hey, let me know if you think. I mean, obviously we know Caleb and Tyson. That's whether they keep Case or not. I think that's could be argued, but I would say Case is a lock. What's your guys' thoughts?
Remind me how emergency works. The emergency QB rule.
Oh, that's for playoffs only. They don't have to be technically the 50. They don't have to be on the 53, but you can bring them in.
Okay.
So that means I'm pretty sure I don't know if it's regular season, but in the playoffs, because that San Francisco game where they lost like all 4 of their quarterbacks, can even put someone in there. Yeah. So basically you can bring an extra quarterback and not have it count against your 53 on game days. But you can't just bring them on not on game days. Does that make sense? Like it'll count against your 53 other than the game.
Okay.
So they wouldn't make the cut in this one.
Okay.
I'm trying to let me get this off real quick. Kind of focus here on the running backs. So we have honestly, I kind of agree with a lot of your stuff. So I'm going to say we possibly until I don't agree, of course. So running backs, DeAndre Swift, Roshan Johnson, Kyle Monangai, Travis Homer.
Anyone you think going to be cut, or you all agree with that?
Order's fucked up a little bit, but besides that, it looks good.
Oh, I think I didn't really put them. Actually, but I don't think I put them all in order because when we get to like defensive line and offensive line, I think there's a mix. So
okay.
Because Travis Homer's is going to be like mainly special teams, right, as he has been, and then obviously Kyle Monangai was just drafted as a rookie. Roshan's not going anywhere; he's just injured right now, and then DeAndre Swift is your number 1. So,
okay.
I know people are thinking they want Ian Wheeler here, but I have him going to the practice squad. So, plus he just got released, so he's not even on the 53.
I was trying to look up. I was going to write my 53 prediction. Then I just was like, you know what? No, I don't think I want to do it this year as far as like going and doing it. I think I agree with all 4 of those. I think they have to have 4 running backs. I think they carried 4 last year, right?
They did.
So I think most teams even do that. Let me see here. As far as order, Jack, I think it's right.
I know it's not. I know you know. I hope. Can I tell you something? I'll be honest right now, and you guys can back me up on this. I was a huge Roshan Johnson fan when we drafted him initially. Like, and I've said the quote that I heard on draft day that like, had Bijan not have been there, Roshan would have been the one. Would have Stride been first round pick. Now that he is here and we have Monangai, I am all aboard the Kyle train. I would be shocked if Roshan sees the field more than 5-10% of the snaps. Truly shocked.
He's going to be the red zone. He's going to be the red zone running back, though. I'll tell you that. He's so efficient in the red zone.
Roshan?
He was last year.
I think we're sleeping on Monangai, though, too. He's kind of like violent runner.
I think like Roshan is like 100% touchdown efficiency within the 10-yard line.
I think it's a small sample size.
Well, we didn't get to the 10-yard line often last year, so.
It's true.
so red zone offense was small sample size is correct.
Yeah.
And there's a David Peters here, Britton Brown over Roshan. I don't think that's happening, but
over what?
Britton Brown over Roshan. I'm like, that's not happening, unfortunately.
Yeah, no. Okay, wide receivers. I'm gonna see what I have here. This is where I think I defer a little bit. Fick, I'll let you take this one, and I want you to explain kind of your reasoning here.
Yep, I can do that. DJ Moore, Roma Dunze, Alameda Zacchaeus. Everyone understands those 3, right? That's your starting 3. Luther Burden, obviously, just drafted him. I don't think he's going to be the starting 3, but he's going to be used a decent amount. Devin Duvernay is probably where you disagree. Devin Duvernay was signed as a return specialist. Devin Duvernay has just been injured. I still think Devin Duvernay will be ready week 1, and he's going to be our kick returner and our punt returner, at least our kick returner. And he's been really good at being a kick returner because he's been an all-pro kick returner before. So I think that's why they signed him, because last year we had issues with kick return. We saw what happened to Tyler Scott, who's not on the list, right? What happens when you put people back there that are not good at kick return? And now the kick return is becoming more important and more impactful because the new rules where if the ball bounces into the end zone, the ball gets moved to the 35 instead of the 30. So we're seeing a lot more, at least we did in preseason, a lot more kick returns, and it's becoming more important. And so therefore, I think that's why Devin Duvernay makes the lock there. The last one, Jade Walker, we've talked about him making big plays. I thought that he may not make it, but I feel like now, based off like what the coaches have said about him and the pressers and things like that, that he's a certified lock, and he's made some crazy plays this offseason. So I think Jade Walker seals the 6th spot, and I don't think they go 7 wide receivers. So that means the wide receivers that I miss are Tyler Scott, Maurice Alexander, and let me
Boykin.
Boykin. Yep. Wait, Boykin? Is that right?
Yeah, Miles
There's also
Boykin.
someone. Yeah, Miles Boykin. You're right. Yep. So those are the 3 fringe cuts that don't make the squad.
Okay.
Which one who did you have in for Duvernay?
No, I had Duvernay.
Okay. Did you not have Walker then?
So this is what I had, and this was not final because I never posted. I was like, I'm not going to do it. I had my 53. I did not have Jade Walker. I think he earned it. I just think it's such a talented group, and I wasn't quite sure if Duvernay. I didn't know they're going to keep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that
6?
6? Yeah, I had him keeping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So
5.
DJ,
okay.
Rome, Zacchaeus, Burden, Duvernay.
Okay, well they keep 5, then yeah, that would be the 5.
Yeah, I just didn't think they would go a 6 wide receiver, but I understand. I hope they keep Walker. I think he's earned it. I think he's really, really talented. 6'3". I didn't even realize he was 6'3".
Oh, he has a crazy draft profile for like athletic build. His RAS scores.
He's a rookie.
I know that doesn't mean everything, but
I don't think they can afford to let him go because I think he actually could succeed somewhere else and perhaps be like a steal.
Well, I think it's
but
great.
For
Great
some
comment
reason,
here from Brilliant Hoops on Twitter said like, if you're trying to seal that last spot, you better be able to know how to play special teams, right? And Jade Walker proved that he does play special teams. So
that's what I'm saying.
So yeah.
This is we defer on this one too.
I could see why. I probably know. Obviously, the first 2 are locked. You could see them going 4 tight ends, right? So it'd be Carlson and then maybe throwing
3.
Smythe. Okay, well, I could see you going Smythe instead of Carlson, which I can understand, which is fine. Either way, they're going 3 tight ends or 4. So it's either they're keeping one of those guys or both. They're not going to go 2. So if you're going like 5 wide receivers, you could go 4 tight ends, right? That's the thing we never know how many they're keeping per position group. I could see them going 4 with Ben Johnson because he loves running 12 personnel, right? So that could be the case. But this is just kind of my best guess. I technically have no idea. But if they keep 3 between Carlson, I think Carlson's a better blocker than Smythe.
Okay.
Either way, though, they're going to keep at least 3. Just you got to.
At least that was my thought process. I was like, okay, you went with your 2 weapons. You're going to need like a dirty blocker type of guy, and that's why I went with Carlson instead.
Now let's look at your offensive.
Yeah, this one be a little bit harder because there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so no, you're good.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I had 9 offensive linemen. So I had Braxton Jones starting left tackle, Joe Tooney starting left guard, Drew Dahlman, you're starting center, Jonah Jackson, you're starting right guard, Darnell Wright, you're starting right tackle. Then your swing tackle, Ozzie Trapillo, your backup left tackle, Theo Benedict, your backup interior swing interior lineman, Ryan Bates, and then your 6th round drafted rookie from MSU, Luke Newman, who's an interior guard. So that means who didn't make the cut is Jordan McFadden, which we already know they're trying to trade. So either he's going to get traded or he's going to get cut. And then you have, my first surprise cut, which some people weren't really surprised, which I still think would be a surprise because he's still young, Karan Amagaji.
I was kind of shocked.
I went back and forth. I was like, are they really going to bring 10 linemen? Maybe they do. Karan has just not been good, man. Not been good.
No.
So do they cut ties early, try to get someone better in here? I don't know, but
I think it was so I agree with everything. So how many you took? 9? I took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I took 10.
I'm your 10th,
Karan. Yeah. I agree. He did not play very well, and I don't have a lot of confidence, but I think maybe the coaching staff, there's just talent. Like you hope there's talent there. You 3rd round pick.
Was he a 3rd round last year? last year? Yeah,
last year he was
last
rookie
year.
because he was thrown to the wolves
but you see it though. Look what just the Broncos did. We just talked about Andrick Estime, right? Rookie last year, did pretty well for the limited snaps. They let him go. So that's why I don't know. It's hard to tell. It'd be different, right? If Ben Johnson drafted these guys. I'm sorry. There's just that impact. If he comes in here and Ben Johnson's like, nah, that doesn't fit what we're trying to do here, let him go. And my take is, I'm not saying he should be cut, right? This is just my prediction. I'd rather cut bait early than try to hold on to guys of this idea of, what they can be in projection. If you're not seeing it by year 3, it's probably not coming. Sorry, that's the NFL. Most cases are not. If it's not there by year 3, that is giving you who they are. I know it's year 2. Yeah.
Well, it's not even year 2. He hasn't played.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, true. It's only 1 year. But I'm saying
that's the only reason I'm like, if year 2 was done, we're going to year 3. Yeah.
Well, I have someone on this list I have someone on this list who doesn't make it, who actually falls into that category, which we'll get to.
And I think that's a really important. You said that some of these guys were not drafted by by Ben Johnson, maybe Poles, but not Ben. And I think that is very, 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 very true. So that's something to keep an eye on. I agree with everything. A lot of the stuff. I think some of these are really, really hard, and then some of these are really, really difficult or a little easier. And so for me, the receiving room is probably one of the most difficult, because I think Walker is so talented, and I think as soon as you cut him, he is going to be sought after by a lot of teams, including Week 1 against Minnesota, because I mean they're pretty talented in regards offensively, but they're going to be down without Jordan Addison, and then I think
JJ might be out too.
JJ might be banged up a little bit, Justin Jefferson. So either way, I think it'd be a pain in the ass to have to deal with Walker Week 1 if he is really as good as we possibly think he could be. So, but also it speaks to the talent in that room. So, but I did see some comments that were kind of crazy, and this was on TikTok too, which Bears TikTok is very, very interesting. It's not as bad as Facebook, not nearly as bad as Facebook. But they were like, he already shown more than what Rome has in his all rookie. It's something like that, his whole rookie year. And I was like, whoa. And then there was like comments about cutting
Luther. There's one
Burden,
Luther.
Yeah, Luther Burden and Tyler Scott to keep Walker, which I agree with Scott, unfortunately. But the Luther Burden, I was like, whoa.
Absolutely.
I don't think I'm ready for TikTok.
Yeah, absolutely not.
But I like that. Again, check out Ficky's 53-man roster there. We're going to go to the defense now, but you can check it out on sportsmockery.com.
Before we do, you want to get to the second break real quick? And then
I don't, Ficky. Thank you for asking, though. No, let's get to it, and we'll come back and do the defensive portion of the 53-man roster. And yeah.
All right, we're going to get back to the episode real quick, but I had to take a moment to pause and tell you about something awesome that we have cooking up over here at the BFR podcast, and that is our Patreon membership. You can join our Patreon, the BFR Den, where we have a bunch of great exclusive stuff that happens monthly, like monthly giveaways, private Zoom calls, mailbag episodes, and much, much more to come. I mean, we've got tons of features in there. We've got 2 tiers. We have our top tier, which is $10 a month, our Hall of Fame tier. What comes with that, which is very exclusive, is our private Zoom calls with our members. So every month, you're going to get a private Zoom call with me, Dave, and Jack, and we just get to talk about whatever, shoot the shit, football, life. It's a wonderful time. And then if you want to go to the lower level, we have our Rookie Grizzly tier, which is $3 a month. And what that includes is like the private Discords, the monthly giveaways, the free merch, all the events if we have coming up, things like that, access to exclusive merch that's only for our Patreon members, and any other cool features. You'll get that at the $3 level tier. And then with the $10 level tier, you will get the private Zoom call as well. Now, you can join for free. We do post our monthly calendars in there, so you can kind of see what we have going on each month. And we post our episodes there as well. So if you want to join that ongoing community, which we keep building up, please do so at the BFR Den on Patreon. Also, as well, we give a shout out to all of our Patreon members every single episode that we do. So if you join, we'll make sure to show you some love on every episode as well. So again, you can join the BFR Den on Patreon at the BFR Den on Patreon. And we just love the support. You guys are great. Shout out to all our Patreon members, and let's get back to the show.
Absolutely. We have a call on Saturday with our Patreon members. So if you want to be a part of that, you can still sign up, and it's just a really good conversation. I can't wait. During the season, it's just a lot more.
Oh yeah,
it's a little bit more fun. Not that the off season isn't. It's some good conversation. Our emotions are high, and we just have a lot of fun on those. So
before we go, I'll just address Tito's comment. I know you said it's Saturday. It'll be Saturday at 9 a.m. Central Time, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, and I will post the link to the Zoom call in the Patreon in the next couple of days. It'll be in there, and I'll also post in the Discord as well in our private channel in there. So make sure to join the Discord if you haven't yet.
Bring your coffee. I have mine. Bring your beverage, breakfast. It's just a good time. So also over 100 plus on YouTube. If you can hit that like button, we'd really appreciate it. It helps grow the channel. And I think we have almost over 4,200 watching across all platforms. So appreciate the support like always. Let's finish up the 53-man roster predictions with our defensive predictions, which are pretty interesting as well. So Fick, you have Montez Sweat. That's shocking. He's making the team, guys. Heard it here first. Dio Odebayo. Dangbo. I think I said it right on the did I say it right on the TikTok?
I can't remember, but it's not. It doesn't
YouTube?
sound how it's pronounced. How it's spelled. Dangbo.
Grady Jarrett, Gervon Dexter, Andrew Billings, Austin Booker. Can't even
to know, pass and no. To know, pass and no.
It's embarrassing. I don't know. I should not. I need what?
Repeat what Figgy just said real quick.
It's not an easy
to
one.
know.
To know. There you go. That's good. To know, pass and no.
Pass and no. The case silent.
There you go.
Shamar Turner, Chris Williams, Dominique Robinson, Daniel Hardy.
Yeah. So we know our starters. Montez and Dio, Grady and Javon. Those are your starting four. Now your DTs will get cycled, right? So Billings will be in there, especially early downs, right? Run downs. Then your backups are going to be Austin Booker, Tano. Shamar Turner will be your backup tackle, defensive tackle, along with Chris Williams. And then Dominique Robinson is
I've seen a couple of people cut him. I've read some articles where he's been cut.
That's fair. I wouldn't argue it. And then Daniel Hardy, I think is going to make the squad. I feel actually very confident about that. But I could see D-Rob getting cut. I could.
You think Pickens is gone?
He is. That's my one I think is gone. Third year coming in, and you just haven't seen like anything.
What a disappointment. What a disappointment. Was he a second round pick?
Third. I think what's his name went above him.
Thank God. Because if he was a second, I would lose my shit.
Well, no, here's the thing. Poles,
if
you talk about the one thing Poles sucks at, it's not the second round. He hits on the second round all the time. It's the third round. He can't get his that's him, that's Velas. That's I think there's another person as well that didn't end up panning out in the third round. So, but Poles is normally pretty good in the second.
Round 3, pick 64.
Yep.
Just disappointing. But so my defensive line, I don't have much to argue here. I did not have to know. I had Montez Sweat, Jarrett, Grady Jarrett, Gervon Dexter, Dio, Austin Booker, Andrew Billings, Chris Williams, Dom Robb, Shamar Turner, and then Daniel Hardy.
So you just didn't have to know? Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I do think Pickens.
I think they just need.
It's frustrating. Did I just see a comparison to Shaheen?
I mean,
I love it.
Great.
That's funny.
That's not funny. Great.
That's a good poll.
Yeah, but Shaheen was a second rounder. That's even worse.
Shaheen's worse than Pickens. He also couldn't move.
No,
and he had comparisons to baby Gronk.
Maybe the baby version. Like if you actually took
baby
Gronk. No, I'm saying maybe if you actually like Gronk as a baby and you threw him out there, they had the same amount of.
Oh, I think you meant the
Gronk as a baby would have more production than Adam Shaheen.
Not the child. Either way, yeah.
No, the child would. The child would at least be on the field. Shaheen didn't even know. He was just. Anyways, this is ridiculous. I don't have much to argue. Jack, do you have anything you want to input there?
No, the only thing I know Pickens sucks, but it's just my lack of familiarity with some of these people, to where it's like I can't argue about Daniel Hardy too much or Paston, whatever his name is.
They're veteran. Look, Daniel Hardy.
I'm actually convinced Ficky made that one up. I don't know.
He's not a real person. I would have no idea.
No, to know Paston.
I'm sitting here on I would keep him too.
Tano Passano was drafted, I think, by the Saints in like 2020 in the second round, and he's a veteran, so he's just a veteran piece. Daniel Hardy's also a veteran piece. Chris Williams is a veteran piece. So they're just
I know Jeff Hardy.
No, that's a different one.
Oh,
that's
Matt
a different
Hardy.
one. Yeah, that's also a different one.
Tom,
the Hardy brothers as well, right? Tom Hardy, yeah. No, but those guys are all just veteran pieces that have kind of been depth pieces around the league, bounced from team to team. So they're just like second, third stringers. It's nothing too crazy. They're not leaving major impact on your team. But as you know, the NFL depth does matter. They do help.
Yeah.
So.
That was really clever, Jack. The Tom pull. That was good.
I'm telling you, I don't know. I would say half this list I don't know what I watch.
Yeah.
Every single piece.
Cornerback. This is a very, very, very important. Oh, sorry, linebacker. We'll go linebacker.
I think this one's pretty straightforward. Look, you have I think I said the most dynamic duo of linebackers with Tremaine Edmonds and TJ Edwards. Noah Sewell, we talked about, is going to be your LB3. Ruben Hippolyte, you just drafted out of Maryland, right? He's going to be a special teamer. And Amin Agbogbamiga has been actually a really good special team player for the past 2 years. So, again, if you are making the Fringe,
I heard of him from when we signed him.
If you're making the Fringe, right? Anytime we're looking at like the fourth or fifth, it's how well do you play on special teams? And Amon is actually a great special teams player, and Ruben Hippolyte just was signed. So I think they're keeping 5. They normally keep 5. They kept 5 last year because you just switch out Ruben Hippolyte with Jack Sanborn and move Noah.
No,
Sewell.
I have 5 too. Yeah.
So it's nothing too crazy.
I have the exact same. I did. Yeah. Edwards, Edmonds, Hippolyte, Sewell, and then Amen. Not going to try his last name.
Yes, I feel like that one. Yeah, that's right. Agbogbamiga. You got to say it slow. There you go. Yeah. That one's not as hard as
I'm going to say it so fast that it sounds like I'm saying it correctly. That's my
that's your little trick. You can't give away the trick. That's the problem.
Yeah, we either have like the most easiest names ever, like Kyler Gordon, Jalen Johnson, or we get the other names that are a little bit more difficult. Corners. I have 6. You have 5?
5. I have 5. So I know who your 6 is. Your 6 is probably
Blackwell.
No, Blackwell. I have. It's Nick.
I have Nick McLeod.
McLeod. That's who it is. Yeah, I didn't have him, but I could see him being there. Again,
I think they need it.
It all depends on what are they valuing they need more depth for? Because again, there's 53. So if you add 6 for corner, you got to take it 1 from somewhere else. So it's not like we're missing a big name here. It's like, who is that final depth piece that you're going to have? And this one's pretty straightforward. Jalen Johnson, Tyreek, we know about them. Kyler Gordon just got paid. Deshaun Wright, though he hasn't looked good, we don't have depth. And then Josh Blackwell, again, special team. He's been a dog on special teams. So
I felt so good about the cornerback room up until now.
I'm
just worried. Wright worried me with his play. Jalen's banged up. Should be good to go week 1. Tyreek Stevenson, he's trending in the right way, but at the same time, who knows? Kyler Gordon, elite, but he needs to stay healthy. I think he's good, though. Didn't he play?
No, he warmed up. He didn't play.
He warmed up. Yeah. And then Josh Blackwell. That's where Terrell Smith and that injury sucks, bro. Really, he was a good depth piece. The Bears are going to sign another corner. And so maybe even Wright doesn't make it. Maybe you get what I'm saying? I think
he can make the 53.
We could see this
48 hours they trade for someone.
Be cut or released. Yeah.
It happens.
Especially if they're shopping like what was the lineman that we talked about earlier that the Bears are McFadden shopping?
Yeah, they can do a play for player there.
Maybe get a corner that maybe needs some new scenery or something along those lines. I don't know.
Question here.
Anything else on the corners? Yeah, go ahead.
No. Sorry, I just saw this. Your boy Leroy. I can't even say that. Wow. That's harder than Agbogbamiga. Did they release Wade? I'm sorry, I don't know who that is.
Dwayne?
I don't think so.
He retired.
Wade who?
Sean Wade.
Sean Wade, what position was that?
Corner.
Yeah, then he got released.
He was hurt, I think.
Or maybe he got put on. Yeah, maybe he got put on IR.
Yeah, here you go.
Are you sure Yeah, he was moved to IR on Tuesday.
Okay. I was going to say, I don't remember
What?
that. Zal
2 weeks
Frazier
ago.
is on IR. I know that. People are probably wondering where he is, who was the rookie 7th round pick. He's on IR.
Bears are saying it's personal matters too. Yeah, Sean Wade, he was with New England, Big Ten Defensive Back of the Year back in 2020. He's bounced around the league. He's 26 years old. And yeah, he was put on IR. Right now his status is injured reserve. So
and just for those who don't fully understand the 53-man roster, when players are put on IR, they no longer count against your 53. So what happens is, if, for example, if you think of like the Texans right now, they put Joe Mixon on IR. So he's out, he's going to be out 4 weeks. So they can then sign someone to fill in the 53. But as soon as he comes off IR, then they have to release someone for him to take the place. So while these players that's why this thing is so fluid, because some of these names might get removed once players come off IR that they view, better than the player that's in their place right now. So that's why, like a Terrell Smith, or like even if you think of Ian Wheeler went on season IR last year. He stayed on the roster under contract with the Bears, but as soon as he came off IR to begin this offseason, he now would then count against 53, and that's why they cut him. So we'll have to see with Za. When he comes back, let's see if he makes the squad, the 53, or does he go to practice squad? We'll find out. And then the final one, Dave, is going to be safeties. Well, I got special teams too, but that's pretty standard.
Safeties, you got 4.
Yeah, Kevin Byard, starter. Jaquan Brisker, starter until his head turns into mashed potatoes. Jonathan Owens, and then Elijah Hicks, your backup.
Yeah, the rest of this is the same.
That was a crazy thing to say.
I've said it a couple times.
That was crazy.
I've been saying it until he wears a Guardian cap.
What is he saying? Well, I just missed it.
Yeah.
Mashed potatoes?
Yeah, it's the mashed potatoes.
Again?
Dave's heard it.
I've heard it before.
Yeah, Dave's heard it.
Good.
That's why
that is kind of crazy, man.
Bro, you've had 3 injuries, and not to joke on his health, but like, I want you to wear a Guardian cap for your health, my man. Like, it's not affecting me. It's affecting you. You've had 3 concussions in 3 years. I would like for you to be able to talk, outside the NFL. But again, I'm not a medical professional.
Oh my God. This guy's
I'm not a medical professional. So
hey, listen to your doctors. Kick your ass, buddy.
Oh, he could kick my ass anyways. These are NFL players. They all gonna kick my ass. What are you talking about? These guys are giant athletic freaks. You're saying they wouldn't kick my ass? Some of these guys are like double my size.
I'm just saying that he's gonna seek out to kick your ass now.
As long as he doesn't lead with his head, we'll be all right.
You're saying he's gonna be brain dead and he's gonna be cut and shit.
Whoa! I didn't say that. I said I don't want him to, because let's be real. The data does show the more concussions you get, there is definitely long-term effects, because this is your brain. This isn't, oh, wow, now my elbow hurts until I'm 60. It's like, no, these guys, look up some of these stories if you want to go down the dark rabbit hole. It's not great. So I'm trying to I'm on Jaquan Brisker's side of like, hey, I
feel like you're taking us down it right now.
Health is wealth on the BFR podcast. Health is wealth. And I'm all on board for keeping Jaquan Brisker healthy. Stamp of approval. That's my voting stance there. So
it is
what a turn of events, but yeah.
I think Ficky wants Brisker to retire. I truly think
no. I love Brisker's a dog. I love Brisker.
It has no brain.
That is not that isn't. Brisker is a great player, and I want him to stay a great player, and then I also want him to live a long, fulfilling life. So I'm just saying, put on the Guardian cap. And to be honest, my stance is a lot of these guys should be wearing Guardian caps. The NFL does a horrible job, and I'm not trying to get off tangent here, but the NFL does a horrible job with head trauma. As we know, they made a whole they made a whole
head trauma. I got you.
They made a whole movie about it with Will Smith, right? Like, everyone knows it's the CTE and concussion issue in the NFL. This is no secret. That's why they started bringing out the Guardian caps, and he was wearing it. You remember the discussion we had? I think you were on this one, Jack, earlier in like OTAs when he came back. He was wearing the Guardian cap all the time. And then literally it was like, nah, I don't need him.
I don't play football, never played football. I think I would rather be concussed daily than wear a Guardian cap. It is the ugliest thing in the entire world. I can't believe that the NFL can't figure out a way to make you. It's the worst designed.
I actually like them.
Oh, I
think they look cool.
They walk around.
You're telling me. Jack,
Just a
you're
big head
crazy.
walking around.
Jack, I want you after the show. I want you to Google CTE, right?
I'm gonna Google Jonathan Taylor Guardian cap and to make myself throw up. It was the worst.
Guess what? And if
thing.
you have a bunch of concussions, you'll be throwing up daily, and you won't be able to talk, and you'll be drooling.
I would rather than look like an idiot. All I'm saying is that the NFL needs to figure out how to design that to make it look.
You think he's gonna look cool drooling?
Yeah.
I'm not. It's not me. I'm just saying. I think they should. If you want to promote this like safety thing, you have to make it look.
No, I agree. No, I agree with you. With
I think
the
they
technology
could.
We have, they can for sure. I'm on board with that.
Or does it have to be so like what it's you look like a bobblehead.
It's the material too. It's not the same as the helmets. It doesn't shine. There's ways to do it. The technology we have, the money the NFL has,
exactly.
The issue is they don't put the money where it needs to go into the health of their players. You would think the products, right, of your whole system you'd want to take care of, but so it's a whole different discussion.
YouTube, hell no, concussed every day.
I think Jack is, to be honest. I think that's what
they look like Toad from Mario Brothers.
That's actually funny. They kind of do.
They
are big. They are big bobbleheads.
The worst design thing ever. I've never understood it, and I truly think that players won't wear it because they look
something.
crazy.
I'm just like I like them.
Oh,
they're just so odd and awkward. I'm like, I'm buying in. I just don't want everyone to wear them.
Jack, I agree with you though.
The whole squad can't be wearing them, otherwise it looks ridiculous. But if you get a couple players, I'm like, yeah, I like that vibe.
LOL, that's funny, Phil. They're ugly as hell. No cap. It's actually full cap. It's a Guardian cap to be exact. So they need
giant cap.
They need
cap.
Yeah, that's what Brisker needs. A couple of them on there. He needs to really be looking like a boss.
This guy.
I'm sending him the link to this shit. I'm gonna be like, watch this guy here say that you're
health. If he's watching Jaquan Brisker, love you, great player. Health is wealth. That's it, my man. Pro Jaquan Brisker.
Okay.
Pro Jaquan Brisker's health.
Okay. I was gonna say, do you want him to retire or do you want him to wear the cap?
Like in like 15 years, maybe, whenever he feels like it's a good time for him to retire.
Yeah.
And he'll be able to last that long if he wears a Guardian.
I wonder what the numbers say. You probably have them in regards to the Guardian cap.
No, I don't think. That hasn't been released. I think it's too early. Like 5-year study. We got to give it they've only been out like 2 seasons. This is the second year.
I'm just curious.
Oh, I bet once the numbers come out and it becomes like a little bit more mainstream, I think players will start to do it more. But
your brain is mashed potato.
Absolutely.
By the way.
Dave
and Ficky are great, but you can't please give Jack crap about his tweet about Pickett.
There's nothing to give me.
I retweeted it too. You know why? I like getting people on you. It's
a statement of fact. What was wrong?
To be fair, it's a factual statement.
I just like your mentions. I like to get your mentions fired up because there's people that just don't agree.
Oh no, I love when I like tweet something and then you'll tweet and disagree and then it becomes like a fucking war.
Oh, when I quote tweet you?
I love when that happens.
You do? Sometimes I feel bad. I've done
engagement farmers over here.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like my self-confidence plummets. I just sit in my room and turn the lights off and just sit there. I'm like, fuck, I shouldn't.
You turn it into
DJ Moore body language is what we got. Yeah, we go back. Me and Jack go back and forth. I think I did that during the game too. So you definitely Hey, you're right though.
I'm always am. Nobody gets it until it's too late. I'm always right.
Yep. Just
true, guy, remember.
That's why you're on this show.
The Kyle Monangai one is wild. For those who didn't know the show, but Jack has a bet with one of our OG members, Gage, $20 that Kyle Monangai will be the starting running back week 2.
We haven't heard from Gage since
week 3.
Well, no, actually,
he's
there's a comment
right now.
No, go to. I think he's
kidding.
Yeah, no, actually, this is kind of important. But first off, shout out to you, Gage. But he's actually in the hospital right now. Hopefully, you're doing well, bro. You don't need to watch the BFR pod, but hopefully everything is okay. And hopefully we'll get an update on our Saturday pod. So our next Saturday pod, our BFR
Saturday morning Zoom call. Yeah, hopefully you're good, man. But I think you're gonna lose this bet, possibly.
Oh, you're on Jack's side.
I'm leaning towards Monangai being second. Oh, was it first?
Starter.
Was he like starting?
No, he said starter.
No,
Starter
you're good, buddy.
I'm like, Dave,
Jack's,
wait a minute.
Yeah, you're good. Never mind. I thought he was RB2. No, Swift.
No, he's already.
Did you see Swift hurdle that guy again? This guy is. Put some respect on his name. He is a good running back.
I'm gonna Google right now Adam Shaheen hurdle, and we can see if something comes up. Because what are we?
Adam Shaheen
hurdle? There's no.
We were just talking about it, and you just brought up a hurdle. Yes, it was very cool.
He's
very
just so athletic, too.
And hey, but let's not preseason though. Like, chill. I'm sorry. I'm just saying.
No, I still thought it was awesome.
No, it was awesome. It looks great.
I knew he was doing it
Ramadan
too.
guy
As
was
soon as I
really
saw the angle, I was like, oh, he's hopping. You can't find it. Shaheen was never on the field, and he couldn't jump.
I'm watching.
He could barely run.
Yeah,
He's
He
like,
could barely
he's
move.
like, never mind. Well, hey, do we have our shout outs? Let's get to our shout outs. We'll get out of here.
Yeah, we definitely did want to off
Keep
ramble there,
rambling.
but it was good stuff. Yeah, so we got Thomas Whitty, who's been active in the chat. OG member, shout out to you, my man. Gage, hashtag OG, still here, even in the hospital. Please,
Get better, Gage.
yes, please get better. Dobbsy34 with the hashtag OG. Love the Avi as always.
Mhm.
Kyler Villa Gomez, OG. Bring it on, Vikings. That's right, Kyler.
I'll
Bring it
never
on.
forget.
Same,
It's
I was
obvious.
gonna
Let's
say
relax. Let's relax. Okay. Alex Hale, for the true OGs know what we're talking about. True OGs
Yes.
know what we're talking about.
Shout out to. Shout out to him.
Sorry, I didn't give Alex a shout out. Hashtag OG to Alex. He's probably lifting right now. Amon, love the Avi as always. Hashtag OG Bears. Lasos. I think
Lesus.
Lesus? Like
It's Jesus, but
Lesus?
with an L,
Lesus. I love that. Hashtag OG.
maybe.
Appreciate that. We got Phil, of course. Hashtag OG. You know, I know you say Bears Film Room, which totes nice for your sponsors and all. But as far as I'm concerned, BFR stands for the big fucking rod or Bears fucking rock. Absolutely. That's what we originally were. So not originally, but that was our little inside joke. So shout out to y'all. Oh, we got our
face gang here.
yeah, for sure. Ariano Fonseca, let me know if I pronounced that wrong, but said I subscribed today. Thank you. Shout out to you. Dio No Pressure video made a big discussion in Brazil community on WhatsApp. Look at that, Dave. International, they would say.
It's the Bears, baby.
Senor
It's not
Dave.
me.
Yeah, Senor Dave.
Senor Dave is how you're talking about. Not
Today.
Senor Dave.
right.
Actually, that's a great segue. Follow my TikTok. Your boy is on TikTok. I feel so old on this app.
No,
But
there's
it's
way
fun.
older people now. You're good. It's not like TikTok of the
Yeah,
old.
you're
It's
on it
all
too. So I guess
Jesus Christ. Okay,
Yeah.
let's relax. No, because Jack, he hit me up and was like, dang, he's like, I keep sending you message on TikTok, but you know how it like automatically sends a DM when you like share the link? Maybe you don't know.
I had
that
no
on
idea.
TikTok. Whatever. I was like,
Dave?
oh, I was like, yeah. Not you, but Dave
I
was
said-
telling me
I-
on TikTok.
Because all of a sudden I kept on looking at our direct message on TikTok, and I was like, why the hell am I keep sending my videos to him? I'm not doing anything. And apparently he opens up a link.
When you
that-
post
that
on your
posted
Twitter,
on Twitter,
you open
he
up the
opens
link.
it up, and I guess it goes directly to his DM. So I thought this whole time, I was like, hey, I'm so sorry, man.
Every
I'm
time
not
he's like,
sending
I'm
this
sorry,
to you."
I don't mean to send this to you. I don't mean to send this to you. And I'm
Yeah.
like, you're not, bro. It's
Then
all
you
good.
finally told me.
Yeah. So he was like, oh, wow, I feel like a boomer. I was like, finally, I feel younger than
Yeah.
Dave. So little
Yeah.
inside there for people who probably don't care. But shout out to Plastic Rockets, hashtag OG, Big Mike 76, hashtag OG, Team Guardian Cap. Was forced to wear them for practice in college. Hated it at the time, but they make such a difference. Okay. Love that. Personal experience there because I've never had to
Interesting.
wear one.
I wonder why you hated it. Was it just because of the looks or how you felt
I'm sure it was the
when you were
look.
playing?
He's probably sick.
Yeah, probably.
He's like, I hate. Like they would put
I
everything
wonder,
on,
do
and
they
then
feel,
in
do
the
they feel
locker
heavier?
room. I
That's a
wonder.
good question too. I know they look ugly like Jack.
I wanna
Simon
put
and
one
Chuck,
on
but
just
I wonder
so I can-
if they're
So I know.
heavier.
I'm
Dave, are
not
you even
30.
No,
28.
so Dave's 28, Jack's like 14, and then I'm 32. Turning 32 this year.
Hey, that's not old, Vic. We're
Not too
actually
old.
pretty close in age.
If you're in the Devin Hester years, sorry, Jack, you're out. If you
I
were
thought you were
around
like
there, we're on the
35.
same. Jesus
For some
Christ,
reason, I
right,
thought you told me you're like 34,
Wisdom.
35.
wisdom. That's what it is.
Yeah, wisdom.
So,
This is my response to Fick is unk.
Yeah, Jack is.
no, I am
Jack
on to
is,
you. That's fair. That's fair.
Jack, are you 22?
22.
22, yeah.
Cool.
Because I remember when you subbed to 24.
You're like a younger brother to me, and then like an uncle, or Vic's like an uncle to you.
I mean, to be honest, that's
I got
fair.
my papa
Okay.
over here, then my brother.
Man, this
I'm
show-
glad to have Jack back. Jack, FYI, he is going to be back for all the
Yes.
regular season.
Positives. Yeah, yes. It's good
so
to have Jack
that's-
back. He does add lifestyle
stoked
humor.
about that.
Who was our
Next
best?
show-
What was our best post game last year? Real quick. Was there
You
one
mean
that
like
Numbers
just-
wast or just
Or just like
just like one you can that stuck with?
Remember?
Commanders.
So there was
Commanders.
like a crash out. Commanders was
Commanders.
sad, wasn't it? That was like a
Yeah.
memorial. It was really sad.
the Vikings one was pretty messed up because I think that's when we got the onside kick and everything. It was just like
Yeah.
all these emotions. When
one was
Flus was
pretty crazy.
fired,
We didn't do that one live though because that was Thanksgiving.
Flus
It wasn't.
fired-
It wasn't post game same day. We did post game the next day.
the London one was pretty fun.
Well, yeah, we
It
dropped
felt like everything
30.
was clicking.
That's when we ended up being
So.
4-2, and then we literally didn't win a
Mhm.
game again.
That Commanders one, did we? I have to go back and watch it because I don't remember. I
I
blanked
try
out.
not
Like,
to.
It was really sad. Like I vividly remember going into the lobby for the show, and it was dead quiet.
Yeah.
And then we just you're like 3, 2, 1. Like we went in. That was it.
Yeah, that was. I love instant reaction post game pods though.
Yes. So
Because now
this is just
we
a
can go
tease.
back 10 years from now and be like, you remember that commit? Let's go look and see exactly how we felt.
Absolutely. It's a little journal for all of us because we're fans. This is the Bears Film Room podcast. No more show for the fans, by the fans, because Dave, Jack, and I are fans just like y'all. So we go through the ups and downs, mostly downs because this team has been dog water. But this year we think that's going to change. So make sure to join our post-game live shows. We go live about anywhere from 5 to 30 minutes after the show. You know, we have to get the show ready and whatnot, but it's like instant reactions. It's such a great time. We have a voicemail line down here as well, speakpipe.com/the BFR podcast. You can go on there. You can leave a voicemail. We play your voicemails on all of the shows. Post-game live shows are also great. You can call in at any time, and we make sure to get you on it, and we love to hear you guys' thoughts and opinions. Okay, I had to get that little plug in.
Oh, and real quick, here's the answer. Last thing.
It was the look.
It was the look.
Makes
Big
sense.
Mike.
They are ugly as hell. I will not argue that. And Jack, you are right. If they made them look cooler, more people would wear them. They just I'm like, dude, the health reason they just should though. That's all I'm saying. Jaquan Brisker, 3 concussions in 3 years. That's not a good sign. So that's it.
And it all leads back to Brisker.
Always love you. Love
all
you,
roads.
Man. He's gonna go. Hey, look, that celebration, the arrow. I love it. I just want to see more of it. So he's got
little housekeeping. We're going to be going live later in the week for another episode. I think it's our Q&A for the month of August. It's August, right? Month of August mailbag episode. So follow us on Twitter. We're going to be pushing that out there. Get your questions. Obviously, you can throw the questions in the chat as well. Jack will star them. And then we will be going live Sunday morning, like I said, to kind of preview Minnesota week 1. It's a little early, but we want to kind of get a head start on it and have some fun with it. So that's it for me, boys. Appreciate everyone tuning in. I hope you guys had a good weekend. I know it's Monday. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll see you later on.
Peace.